We have ready from both players. Let's get started with game number 1. Match 3, take 3, and through 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Come on, let's see. Can this work this time? Z Lombard. Square. There we go. We are good to go. Very nice. I would like to take this time to thank our current top contributors in Matcherino. Our borrow, $50.25 added to the prize pool, Rogue Potato, $31.05. Wintera, $6.94. And then all of you for contributing via codes. Thank you guys so much. Yes, Cole's score is working because we are doing Twitch, not NTC anymore. Myles, a former CTL finalist, has played the CTL playoffs a number of times before. Hasn't won a championship yet, but is always one of the top contenders to take it all. And Cole, second season in Division 1. First season finished 2 and 5, I think, or 3 or 4. Regardless, they made it at the very... They avoided relegation, is what I'm trying to say, in their first season. Now they're looking to have a better showing in this season. And then the bracket is now correct. If you want to look at the standings, you do exclamation standings, and then you'll see all of our Division 1 players if you're on Twitch. Rock saying Myles just can't help himself. Look at that huge grin on his face. He knows he's gonna sweep this well, unless he finds some coal at the bottom of his stocking. Merry Christmas. I added the Merry Christmas part. 264 for Myles, 262 for Cole. Cole set up for a Vitz. Gonna go for the double square tuck or potential square tuck and L spin. Gonna go for the double square tuck there. There's not a double square tuck. I'd call it like a 2 square tuck or something like that. I don't know. This double square tuck would be like tapping twice, and Cole in a lot of trouble right now. All these very, very hefty misdrops. 336 for Myles, 292 for Cole. Gonna have to do some cleanup, which is gonna give Myles the opportunity to take a commanding lead now at 404, count 300,000 for Cole. It looks like Cole's having some issues here, a bunch of misdrops. Chat on Twitch saying Cole has controller issues, pulling an Andy. Nice S-spin there from Cole, but still in a lot of trouble. Set up for a dirty Tetris. Set up and gets a dirty Tetris at 318 for Cole, 476 for Myles. We are about to near the first 19 transition for these two. Myles at 111 line to 112 line for Cole. And behind by 200,000 points, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of work here as Myles is taking a commanding lead. And looking to extend this lead even further, considering Cole has a fairly messy stack. It's Tetris ready, but it's going to be a dirty Tetris, and eventually they're going to have to bring down the stack, getting bursted with square pieces. Bangs on Tetris, now 350. Goes for the triple, keeping this safe in the transition at 366. Myles at 622. 260,000 points ahead is Myles as we reach the 19 speeds. 393 for Cole, 646 for Myles. And Brock with the $20 contribution into the prize pool, bringing our total up to $119.99. Thank you so much. Myles in a bit of trouble here though, but does survive this, solves his Lombard dependence. Actually solves it on the left side with the... It was actually a data dependency, and Cole in a lot of trouble. Might not survive this. We'll see what he can do here. No, gonna double flip that Z piece and gonna top out at 445. So Myles will take game number 1. Brock, thank you so much for the $20 contribution into the prize pool, bringing our total up to $119.99. Got it ready from both players. Let's get started with game number 2. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Whoa! Double Lombard! There you go. Same key sets. Oh yeah, you're right. Heart for Myles. Thanks for letting me know. Now 68,000 points for Myles, 45,000 for Cole. Cole earlier was saying, don't make excuses for me. And speaking of excuses, if you're wondering why my commentary isn't the best, it could be. Because 10 minutes ago, or 10 minutes before the stream started, right? We got power back. We had like a power outage for like 4 days because of a supposedly Category 1 hurricane here in Texas. I'm kind of doxing myself right now. But it wasn't anticipated to hit us, and I guess the power lines just couldn't handle the winds. And we were without power for 4 days. And they told us that there was not going to be any power until the 14th. So I was kind of ready to just die. But just came back. They said it was going to be not going to be back until the 14th, and it just came back. So right now, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be interacting with people. This is my first sense of communication with anybody other than my parents and closest family members this week. So yeah, Texas just has notoriously bad power companies. It's not necessarily that we live in the middle of nowhere. It's just they're just stupid. I don't know. I'm not gonna get political, but everything's bigger in Texas, including the issues that Restreamed. 235 for Cole though, 217 for Myles. Oh, and somebody just claimed the final code. Mountain Dew. This stream is actually sponsored by Mountain Dew. Thank you so much, Mountain Dew, for claiming the final code in the Matcherino, and we have now claimed all 50 codes. So give it up, everybody. Let's all clap for each other. Tetris community. There you go. GG's to everybody. From what I know, right? From what I know, Texas is not under any of the nationwide power source or whatever the heck, because they didn't want to adhere to the regulations and restrictions, quote unquote restrictions. Yeah, the power grid. They didn't want to adhere to the restrictions that power grid would have if they did in the if they joined the nationwide thing. But like, regardless, they have not upgraded anything. Yeah. There you go. Barrow saying, yeah, it's not part of either bigger interconnect. So it's purposely less robust so that they can avoid regulation. Yeah. Yep. And Mountain Dew saying no Coke products allowed in CTL. True. Yeah, we only allow Mountain Dew here in CTL. If you drink anything else, you're banned for the rest of your life. Anyway, 424 for Myles, 525 for Cole, who's ahead by 100,000 points. So, I haven't really commentated much on the game itself because neither of them have gone through much ordeal. It's just been pretty safe tournament play. You would think that Myles had something bad going on because he's at 470 behind by 50,000 points, but really it's just Cole being more efficient. 548, potential for almost a 600k. Actually, could even get a 600k. If it takes his final burn and it takes 2 Tetrises, might be 600 bolt? No. It's be like a 576 into 19 for Cole. Why would you need something other than coffee? Says Rogue Potato. Actually, the only caffeinated beverages I drink are sodas. If I drink anything else, it's usually just water. I don't drink energy drinks or coffee. Or tea. Maybe I should start drinking tea, though. I've been trying to cut back on the soda consumption. 636 for Cole. 589 for Myles. Right now, bangs on a Tetris. 616. Guinness. I don't drink alcohol, believe it or not. I know, I'm Mexican, right? I should be drinking alcohol, but I'm still not on that train yet. 671 Myles, 716 for Cole, both players level 21. As we are off and running, getting deeper and deeper into 19 speeds. Now 702 for Myles, 775. So Cole has maintained a significant advantage over Myles. However, Cole is also ahead in the line count, so this lead is actually not as big as it may seem. Now Cole, with solving that dependency with the long bar, needs a J piece, but goes for the double and then a J piece solve. Cole looking to open up this right. Well, misdrops. That Z piece is still survivable, but it is going to cost efficiency, and Myles has taken the lead at 876. I'm now banned from Ireland. Oh no. My dream was to go to Ireland. Now it's been shattered. 889 now for Cole. Myles with the center wall Tetris needs 2 more Tetrises to get a max out. And this is even potential for a level 26 max out, while Cole looking for a potential level 27 max out. So Myles in the driver's seat has taken the lead, but Cole looking to take it right back with this next Tetris. But Myles extends this lead with a max out with a 1.04. Cole with a 994. It's gonna get a max out into 28 by the looks of it. It's gonna be Tetris ready. And Mo bangs on a Tetris with a 1.03. Myles in a bit of trouble here. Needs to burn this down. It's gonna be open on the right side once again. Get a bang down on a Tetris. Can get actually A 1.2 if he plays perfect. 29. Oh, welcome on in, Blue Scooty's grandpa. Did not see you show up. Hope you're doing well tonight. 1.12 for Myles. 1.08 for Cole. Into transition to 29 transition. Sorry, excuse me. And Cole with a double, trying to bring the board down. And is still alive. 5 taps that piece to the left side. Goes for the single. Not getting any good pieces to burn this down. Myles in a bit of trouble right now. He's gonna top out with a 1.14, so Cole. 1.14 is the score to beat. Hits a clutch 5 tap there with T-piece on the left side. Needs a long bar, gets the long bar. Now doesn't solve the J piece dependency. Actually hangs the piece. Had the chase down ready, but could not hit the 5 tap. And Myles has taken game number 2. What? I'm contacting you regarding your car's extended warranty. Thank you, Classic Tetris bot. Very cool. So there you go. For those of you that need some help regarding your card extended warranty, Classic Tetris bot has got you covered. Right now, Cole looking to avoid the sweep. Yeah, and yeah, I hope you're doing well, Scooty's grandpa. Everything's going well. But what's also doing well are these 2 scores right now. 137 for Myles. 96,000 points for Cole. So Myles has a bit of a lead going here at the beginning stages of the 18 speeds. Right now, I think Myles has already got 1 win this season, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't had much time to check how people are doing. Nice Vits there from Myles. Whoa, Vits! Oh my god, it's a Vits! Anyway, nice Vits. Yeah, Myles has already had a win against Macy 3-1 earlier in the season. Cole in a bit of trouble right now. Is gonna be Tetris ready. And bangs on a Tetris. 215. It's gonna be okay. Did cost a bit of efficiency, but still only behind by 40,000 points, so within striking distance of Myles. And both players experiencing a hefty drought by the looks of it. And still counting. That drought is not letting up. Myles in a bit of a situation. Closed down his right well. Cole with a cleaner board. Ooh, Myles needs something to solve the dependency. Does so. 5 taps that Z. Gets alone for a triple. I was about to say Tetris, but it was actually a triple. And Cole now once again in a lot of trouble. Can both of these players survive their situation? Looks like they will. Cole is open, and so is Myles, just in time for a simul Tetris. 302 for Myles. It's a double head shake. I don't know if you guys saw that. Head shake at the exact same time. That was hilarious. 304 for Myles, 306 for Cole. And now Cole having to do some more burns right now. 420 for Myles, 342 for Cole right now. So 80,000 points behind is Cole as he tries to avoid this sweep. Simply streaming Nesters to 2k people right now trying to get 100k. You think it would be a good investment to raid them? And they'd be like, whoa, Classic Tetris League, what is that? That looks so cool. And then they like follow us and then they donate $1 million to the match arena and then they show us specifically just to my restreams. But they're like, oh, Peekayric, you're my favorite restreamer of all time in the world. And then they just, yeah, that just happens. And then the Classic Tetris League becomes bigger than CTM. That's definitely gonna happen. 535 for Myles, 458 for Cole. Myles was transitioning at 562 now, 586, 481 for Cole. So Samuel 500k transition. I believe in the Classic Tetris League, yes. Listen, Kingsman, I'm a businessman, you know what I mean? I'm not. I'm just stupid. Anyway, Cole is Tetris ready at 581, 688 for Myles. Well, is there anybody else that's streaming Tetris right now that's like worth rating? That we can rate, I mean. Good news, my friend brought me some Robitussin. Congrats. Shout out to Robitussin. This stream is not sponsored. We could be. 770 for Myles, 716 for Cole. So very, very good efficiency from these two. And both players at 800,000, level 23. Myles already at level 24 with an 886. Robitussin CTL collab when? Wouldn't that be crazy? It's about as like... It makes about as much sense as HelloFresh sponsoring CTM. Because nothing says... free to use, inexpensive meals and Tetris players. I guess it does make sense, to be honest, if I think about it. We're too busy gaming to cook. Max out for Myles at 1.04, level 26. And Cole in a lot of trouble now. And that 932, but a bunch of missed drops is going to cost a lot of efficiency. Gets a Tetris, but now needs to survive this and is running out of time before level 29. Full solves this long bar dependency now, 974. That's not going to burn anything. Takes a double. As Myles with a 1.1 at level 27. Commanding lead now. And Myles takes a Tetris, can set up 2 more Tetrises. Now one more, bangs on a Tetris with a 1.27 into 29. Would this be the final game of the match? Will Myles clutch up the sweep? Oh, going dirty, gets a dirty Tetris into 29, set up for another one, but not getting any good pieces for the Tetris. It's a 5 tap to the left side. It's going to be Tetris ready once again as Cole bangs on a Tetris 1.07. 1.28 from Myles, ahead by 200,000 points as Cole bangs on another Tetris, trying to catch back up with Myles in efficiency. Keep in mind, we have below 39 line cap, so neither of these two can play forever. There is a time limit. Myles looking to take it home. A nice 7 points. And get to the top of his division. Cole in a bit of trouble here. Tetris ready on column 9. What is the long? Gets the long for a Tetris now with 1.2. 1.35 from Myles.
Cole is still going. His Tetris ready once again. Bangs another Tetris. 1.24 for Cole. But misdrops there with the J piece. That solves his J piece dependency. Is looking for another column 9 Tetris. And is Tetris ready? Bangs another Tetris. 1.29. Myles in a bit of trouble right now. It's a double. Is Tetris ready? Get the Tetris with a 1.45. Right with a 1.3. Is not letting go of the gas pedal. It's not going down without a fight as Myles still going, but is right now focused on burning, which could give Cole the opportunity to chip away at this lead, but it's kind of a misdrop here. He's a nice double there with a out piece. Very timely pieces here for Cole. His Tetris ready, waiting for the long bar, needs the long bar now, cannot really afford to get droughted. He's running out of time though. Has 34 lines to go. Nothing better than Tetris. Was Tetris ready, but all over Tetris. Myles in a lot of trouble, gets along for Tetris 1.52. But Cole is gonna pop out. Great game for Cole. Played what he could, but was not enough. Myles has taken the sweep. GG's. But still, great game from Cole. Did the best he could. And really, it was just the misdrops that did him in. He was prime position, potentially take the game if Myles... if he had survived longer, because Myles topped out soon afterwards. And it did not look at an intentional top out, so... Regardless... Dang it. GG's to Myles for 7 points, taking the sweep. And that will do it for tonight. So,
Dude, it feels good to be in your 20s and have a full head of hair, for the most part. You know, I don't know. There's some people in their 20s that may have a receding hairline. I don't mean to call you out. I'm just saying, you know, being in your 20s, having a full head of hair, that's a good life. Tell Dan V. Shout out to Dan V. Says Tyler. 393 for Toogie, 366 for Dan. Giovanni saying, sorry, Dan, I gotta root for Toogie. Go Toogie. So there you go, Dan. You've just been not rooted for. Pokemon in Summer B saying rooting for both players as always. 419 for Dan, 406 for Toogie. Oh, Dan in a bit of trouble here. Needs something to the left side. Needs to the left. Hits the 5-tap. I don't think it's a 44-piece drought. I just think it might be calibration. Could this mean that the predictions have already said? Was that an actual 40-piece drought? I was not paying attention. I'm not gonna lie. This is important to the predictions. Anyway, Toogie transitions with a 529. Dan at 519 will transition with this next line clear. Toogie with the Tetris 553. Toogie, a former DAS player, up until very much recently. And by recently, I mean like a few months ago, where he switched to rolling and improved so quickly. It was such a quick improvement. Already has like a 1.5 PB. And it's gone to the Premier Division, Division 1. Oh, star. MLX. I wish I could say your name correctly, so I could show how appreciative I am of you. On YouTube saying, I love you, Peek, you're a Chad commentator. Thank you so much. Dan with the no warm-up strats right now. 671. At level 21, 713 for Toogie. Now 740 at level 22. Josh saying it wasn't a calibration issue, it was really a 40-piece drought. Oh, there you go. So right now the FTC believers are running away with it, but still a bunch of match left to go. 775 for Toogie, 784 for Dan. Toogie in a bit of trouble here. Misdrops that piece on the right side. Is Tetris ready? Oh my god, misdrops a bunch of pieces, but gets a llama for a Tetris. can still burn this down, but it is going to cost some efficiency. And now Myles drops more pieces. And Tugi will top out with an 809. Dan will take game number 1. We got a rating from both players, so let's get started with game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Not people trying to be like, well, actually, the 18 colors on Dan V's side are a shade, or a singular shade, off of what it's supposed to be like. So clearly that means NTC has broken. When is the Euro finals? Yeah, actually, this is actually the Euro finals. England versus Austria. Who will win? Anyway, if you would like to help contribute to the prize pool, you can do so with Matrino and help claim our remaining 5 codes. We just need 5 more codes left to claim before we have claimed all 50 codes. It's just a single click of a button. Nightbot is off for some reason on YouTube. It's like not correct. 91,000 points for Dan, 92,000 for Tugi. Yeah, Cole is right. When NTC gives misleading information to your opponent, then it's broken. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. If it's just like flashing colors, who cares? I'll even count, mind you, I'll even count the drow counter or the Tetris rate counter. If that breaks, I'll count it. Tyler, you're literally like, you have such a big advantage right now. You have such a big advantage. Stop complaining. Vits there. I'm gonna pretend that I saw that. 212 for Dan, 185 for Tugi. Like literally anything could happen to Nestor champs, and you would get the points easily. You would get the points. The people who voted no, they're the ones who are really gambling right now. How about you complain in the voice memo so I can put it in the Twitch, in the actual stream, so that people can see on YouTube you complaining, being a resident complainer. $285 for Dan, 277 for Tugi. Saw on YouTube saying, I'm so excited for this season, you and me both. We currently have 18 players in this season. A few have taken a bit of a break after CTWC, but we have a lot of good players joining the season. And we're just getting started. 330 now, 346 for Tugi, 330 for Dan. So Tugi has a bit of a lead going. Also, as there had not been any music this entire stream, there's really what? Oh, there has been. It's just not been playing for some reason. I guess it was like in the middle of an interlude for some reason. Tugi with the Vits, hits the Vits, and misdrops that J piece. So Tugi doing the Somalian strats there with the Vits, followed by a misdrop. Tugi has complained. Okay, let's see what you said. Let's see what you said. Oh, 26 seconds. Good lord. Okay, we have enough time before. Hold on. 448 for Dan, 445 for Tugi.
I'm so mad right now. It's not fair. It's not freaking fair, dude. I'm gonna try and restrain cuss words right now, but it's just so not fair. How cool Pete is, dude. Like, why are you so cool? I wish I was cool, as Pete said, and you know, teach cool at school. And I don't know how to be as cool as you, Pete. Ah.
All right. On that note, 480 for Dan, 537 for Tugi. All right. What was that it? That yeah. I can see that. I can see you're fuming right now. 503 for Dan. 560 for Tugi, setting up another Vitz. And hits the Vitz. 560. So Tugi with a very, very efficient game right now on these 18 speeds. Bro said he watches Phineas and Ferb. What a nerd. Imagine. 595 for Dan, 652 for Tugi. Isn't there going to be another Phineas and Ferb movie coming soon, right? Something like that. Dan transitions there on level 19 with a JP's dependency on the left side. Solves the JP's dependency. Now it's 623. 652 for Tugi. We'll have the definitive lead. Yeah, very, very good pace for these two. Keep in mind, Danvi does have the slight advantage when it comes to 29 play. Both players are rollers, keep in mind. And Tugi, I think, has like a level 45 or like level 40 something lines PB. But in terms of competitive experience, Danvi definitely has a slight edge there. 809 though for Tugi. And a bit of a misdrop there with the L piece on the left side. Tugi has a 1.7 PB. Good lord, when was this? When did this happen? What? Last I checked, Tugi had a 1.5. Glittering 22. Dan 22. Was it just glittering? If it's glittering, it's fine. $854 right now for Tugi, $821 for Dan. And Dan, a bit of trouble here, gets a Lombard, solves his dependency in the center, or just kind of offset to the left side of the center. 834 for Dan right now, 888 for Tugi, still in the lead. Trying to bring the stack down. And Dan with some great survival brings down this board, brings down a Tetris. Now at 873, now another Tetris 905 as Tugi with a bit of a misdrop there on level 25, but still in the lead by a Tetris and a half. Dan is gonna be clean and is basically within striking distance of Tugi, and Tugi in a bit of trouble here. Needs something to bring the stack down. Forced to keep adding more weight to stack. Double flips that law bar. Can still survive this. Needs him to the left side. Gets the JP to the left side. Now needs him to the right. Gets the Lombard to the right. It's 5-tap or a flat burn to the left. Doesn't get anything and will tap out with a 964. So Dan will take game number 2. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. That's 69%. Dan, I'm disappointed. Okay. I'm checking Dan V's colors on 29 and 19 just to see what's up. Anyway, we're Dan V looking for the sweep, and if he does hit the sweep, back-to-back sweeps in the set, Tristop has swept Portal in the first match of the night, and Dan looking to follow suit against Tugi. Let's see here. Aid 123456785 on Twitch saying, "Peak, please shout out, I'm poor." And with a hole in his stack, and also I did just check what the 25 colors look like. I'm gonna rule it as no. It's not broken. No problem, mate. This is what I do. Please subscribe. And Dan, a bit of trouble here. Needs to open up his right well, and it's going to be open. Solves this L dependency, and gets another L piece right afterwards. And misdrops that J piece, but does get the. This thing can be Tetris ready again. It's Sharky1 over on Twitch saying, "Peek, please don't shout out. I'm poor." And Tugi with a Vits. It's like 5 Vits at this point. Hey, think of the follow. Pokemon in Galaxy Biscuit. And Dan is gonna get a Vits of his own. Waiting for the Lombard though. And Dan is set up for another Vits here. It's gonna be... It's the Lombard, hits the Vits! Oh wow, oh my god, that's so crazy, whoa! Jasmine saying, okay, I was scrubbing up potatoes, so I didn't see the Vits, but I heard Vits, so good job to whoever did the Vits. You don't scrub potatoes, you eat them. Oh man. Anyway, Tugi at 338. Now at 340. So it looks like Dan is going to be 3 Tetrises behind. Oh, wait. Could this be considered a break? We might need a community ruling on that. The board kind of like going 2 frames per second. This has to be like a rabbit hole discussion. That's just lag, says Ian. Pine Scoot Lee says, I think that's a break. I mean, it could be lag. That is true. It could be lag, but it could also be calibration issues. It depends on how good Dan's internet is. Believers are living right now. 380 for Dan, 444 for Tugi. Bro, I can't imagine being Tyler right now. They had all the... It was all in their favor to vote that NTC would break. And as soon as they like gamble for it, it works perfectly or near perfectly. It do be like that. Oh wait, Tugi? Wait, hold on. Okay, I think it's lag. Oh, Tugi misdrops that square piece. Oh no. Surely lag, right? Yeah. Tugi gets the lawnmower to the left. Right now, the disbeliever's hoping for Tugi to survive this situation as he transitions to 547. Dan V will transition. It's already transitioned actually. 510, level 20. And Tugi in a bit of trouble right now. Yeah, that's true. This would probably not happen during a regular restream, so we should put this into rabbit hole and then have like 100 people argue about it for the next week or so. Suki at 621, 648. And Dan is doing a great job at catching up with Tugi's score. Still ahead in the line count and ahead behind by about 2 Tetrises in terms of pace.